What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today we are going to be talking about Telcoin, but before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. Okay, so we're going to start off here with the daily candlesticks on Telcoin. Now, the very first thing I want to show you guys is this falling wedge that we just broke out of on Telcoin. So a breakout of this falling wedge pattern is super bullish. A lot of times in bull markets, you get falling wedges or bull flags, and when you break out of them, the market goes ahead and sees more upside. Now, if we take our Elliott wave tool here, you guys can see that we have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Then we get our ABC correction down here, A, B, and C. So we have a complete Elliott wave cycle as well that lines up perfectly with our falling wedge. What do I mean by that? The bottom of wave C is also the bottom of the falling wedge, right where we break out. So this looks really good. Also, if we take our Fibonacci tool, you guys can see that we fell right down to the 618 level. Now the 618 level is also known as the golden ratio. If you look at a seashell, for example, you'll find this golden ratio in nature. It's called a Fibonacci ratio. So that golden ratio is constant throughout all of nature. It's found in seashells, it's found in galaxy spirals, it's found everywhere, even right down to the amounts of branches that branch out on trees. They branch in Fibonacci numbers starting at 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So this Fibonacci math, this geometry, is constant throughout life. So whenever we test that 618 level, that's a Fibonacci ratio and one of the best places to watch for a reversal. We did bounce off of that 618, as you guys can see, and I suspect we'll push right up through the 382 and start to head above our short-term resistance here with Telcoin. So that looks amazing here on the daily candlesticks. And I think we're going to see a lot more upside here. So now let's take a look at the bigger time frame here with Telcoin. Now on the bigger picture, we also broke out of a bit of a wedge structure down here. You can see we had a pretty big wedge down here on Telcoin. Then we broke bullish out of that wedge. We came back down to support, and then we pushed up through resistance. So this is a double bottom pattern. We broke bullish out of a wedge, and we're now breaking bullish out of a bigger picture double bottom. We can take the resistance level right here, and you can see that this bottom here and this bottom here, and we broke bullish. So that's a double bottom breakout, and a lot of times you'll retest the resistance level. See, this resistance of the double bottom is right here. A lot of times you come back down and retest that level as support. So that looks amazing too, to see a retest of major support after a double bottom breakout. So not only are we seeing bullish structure on the daily when we zoom in, but we're also seeing bullish structure when we zoom out on the daily and look at even more historical data with this double bottom pattern breakout. So again, we're getting multiple things that are showing bullishness on Telcoin. So yeah, I really love this setup so far. I think it's going to go crazy throughout the rest of this bull market. Now let's talk a little bit about the bigger picture cycle, because honestly, this may be the best thing about this coin. And there's a lot of good things to talk about when it comes to Telcoin. So let's go ahead and go out to the 2-week time frame here. And the first thing I want to show you guys is this perfect and complete market cycle. We had an extended fifth wave up here that led to an extended correction. And we have our ABC correction, which came all the way back down to major support. Now we're starting to bottom out, which is exactly what you want to see after a big correction like this, to see bullishness appearing on the smaller time frames like we just looked at. So let's compare it a little bit to another chart here, because I want to show you a few examples of coins that have done this same structure. Ethereum is one of them. So Ethereum back in the day did, when I say back in the day, I mean 2017, 2018, 2019, did this exact same structure. You had a complete market cycle, then Ethereum went sideways, bottomed out, and skyrocketed right after. Now you can see on Telcoin that same structure is also taking place, right? ABC down, we went sideways. It's just exactly like Ethereum down here on the bottom. So these market cycles are extremely useful in the big picture because they end up turning around and doing crazy gains and a lot of times breaking above their all-time highs. So the big picture is very, very useful here on these cycles. So yeah, you can see the similarities between Telcoin and Ethereum. Now Ethereum started to break out really soon. So if it continues to follow this fractal, then Telcoin is likely going to see a big upward move very soon. And who knows how high it could go. I mean, when crypto takes off, crypto is generally known for having really wide accumulations, really long accumulations, and really fast pumps. So when this thing takes off, it's going to happen really quickly. All right, so let's take a look at the NASDAQ as well. And actually, yeah, we'll take a look at the NASDAQ as well here real quick on Telcoin. And actually, if you guys don't know, human emotion repeats not only on, on cryptos, but it also repeats in stocks as well. And the S&P 500, in this case the NASDAQ actually, is a perfect example of the way these market cycles repeat. You can see we get a complete cycle, we come back down to major support. In this case, we get a bit of a double bottom, right? But it's still basically going sideways, nothing crazy. And then it breaks into a bull market and really goes crazy. So these human emotional cycles repeat, and it doesn't matter if you're looking at the stock market, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones. It doesn't matter if you're looking at tech stocks like Amazon. It really doesn't matter what you're looking at. These market cycles repeat. And if you take a look here at that market cycle chart, you can see that depression phase and that disbelief phase are really, really lucrative if you invest in those areas. That's the point of maximum financial opportunity. So buying down here in depression, buying down here where people are scared is a great way to make a ton of money. That's exactly what's happening here with Telcoin. It's in disbelief. If you don't believe it can go up, the part of the cycle that we're in is called disbelief. It's a natural emotion to experience. But once you understand this stuff, then you can position yourself, you can recognize that a lot of other people are in disbelief, and you can take advantage of other people's fear and actually buy the dip here and get ready for a big move on the upside. So Telcoin looks absolutely incredible down here, and it's worth 0.003 cents. So if you want to talk about something that has insane upside potential, Telcoin may have one of the highest percentage gains. As far as percentage gain goes, this thing is set up for some insane gains. And also, it works really good. I just downloaded the app today, and this isn't a paid promotion or anything. I've never received a dime from Telcoin, but I'm here to tell you that Telcoin has a great app. It works good, and I'm really happy with this coin, the app, the development that they have. So the chart looks good, the functionality of the project is good, and I think the percentage gains are some of the highest I've ever seen, potential percentage gains to the all-time high. So this is why I decided, you know what, it's time I make a Telcoin video. I made one a couple years ago, or yeah, about a year or two ago, when it first started getting near the bottom here, letting people know about the ABC correction and how I figured, you guys, this ABC correction could be very profitable to buy the dip here. And now, almost a year and a half, 2 years later, we're starting to see the reversal. And we're going to see the fruition of that cycle take place. In which case, if we go to the all-time high here on Telcoin, like it's set up to, that's 1,500% just to the all-time high. 15 times your money just to the all-time high. So try to find gains like that in other places. So yeah, I think the demand is here, the community is big, the charts look good. Telcoin is definitely one I think is going to do extremely good throughout this bull market. So I'm super excited about Telcoin and really excited about what could come from here with the prices of Telcoin. So don't give up on this coin, you guys. Maybe you're part of the community. There's a great community out there, by the way. They're super supportive, super cool. If you're part of the community, don't give up on this coin. I think you're going to reap a lot of rewards for your patience, for waiting and being willing to see the potential of this project before everybody else does. And let me tell you, there's potential in this project and a lot of it. So it's definitely one of the top ones on my personal list. I'm probably going to be talking about it a lot more, especially if it starts to take off as I think it will. And I just couldn't help but make a video about it today, so that's why we're here. And also, you guys, let's go ahead and do a little bit of analysis on the total crypto market cap as well, because this is going to reflect what's coming in the altcoins and the rest of the market. In the total crypto market cap, we've started to bounce off of major short-term support here. We have this support level and this support level here, and we're starting to bounce off of this liquidity area. And just like how Telcoin is breaking out of a bullish wedge, a falling wedge, which leads to bullish action, bullish movement in the market, Bitcoin and the total market cap are both breaking out of a falling wedge. So this is a common upside continuation pattern where we see more upside. Now, if more money comes into the total market cap, it's going to go into Telcoin, it's going to go into everything, right? This represents the total market cap. Obviously, some coins don't go up, some coins go down. There's just some coins that just totally suck, some coins that are dead, but a good majority of these coins are going to go up as the total market cap increases. And you can see that this falling wedge is a fractal of what happened previously. We've already seen the same structure once in the market before. So as we break out in the total crypto market cap, you're going to see money come into Telcoin like crazy. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's kind of my views on the total market cap. That's my views on Telcoin. You guys, don't lose your faith in your coin. Like I said, if you're part of the community, keep with it. You're going to be glad that you did. That's my views on Telcoin. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you learned something and found it valuable. If you did, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.